Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to those of you who are returning subscribers. So if you haven't been seeing posts from me, that's because I've been gone and I've been prioritizing university and my personal clients. So this is what I've been doing all this time, but I've been very inspired to do another pick a card reading, so here I am. So I've been getting lots of messages from Spirit to do something about choices, having to pick between two different things, between two different people, between two paths, or even multiple paths, not knowing which direction to go. So this reading is really to guide you into the right direction, into the right situation, into the right experience. So of course this can be, I will try to break it down to two possible paths, but if more messages emerge, of course I will share with you what other possibilities I see in the cards. And that's gonna be pretty much the reading. If you resonate with this topic, then stay, and you can pick one of these three tarot decks. First we have the Tattoo Tarot, then we have for the second pile the Modern Witch Tarot, and for the third pile this mystery pouch. I'm not gonna reveal the deck, just so if you resonate with the pouch, I want you to pick it because of that. So you can pause the video as always, and you will find the time stamps in the description box below, as well as the comment section. So wherever you go, you will find them, and you can click on your pile to get right to your reading. Hi pile 1 and welcome to your reading. So let's see what paths Spirit has for you. So we will be working with the Tattoo Tarot. I usually begin with oracles, but for some reason I feel like I want to use the tarot deck first this time and then pull from the oracle decks that I've compiled around me. Let's see. Pile 1 Spirit. Let's see. What paths do you have open up for you? What paths are opening up for you? What do you need to choose between? What options? I will do 2 separate blocks just so I can separate the energy. Opportunity number 1. Oops, too many cards. You have way too many people trying to get to talk to you, get to know you. It's like way too many people are entering your life all of a sudden, and that is confusing you. Maybe you don't know which person is the right person to befriend, which person is the right one to date. I'm just getting a flooding of people into your life, right? And for some reason I'm hearing something about issues with your mother figure, with the grandmother, feeling like you can't share something with her, feeling like you're lying to her or she's lying to you about something. We have the 10 of coins with the Queen of Coins, absolutely, and the Emperor. So this is interesting. One situation here is very career or money oriented, or it's just very material. This could be about an inheritance from a father figure or from a male, because he is the Emperor. We don't have the Empress with the King, we have the Emperor with the Queen. So the money comes from a guy, from a male figure, and the Queen of Coins is a female figure that is trying to influence the situation, or she's trying to grab some of that money, she's trying to pull some of that abundance to herself. You might be dealing with, you might be dealing also with a male figure who is in charge of your money, of your salary, and you don't know how to navigate the situation. I'm almost getting this exiting energy, like you want to exit the situation, but at the same time, this is where the money is. So this is where comfort is, this is where safety and stability is. So you're not sure. And this male figure might have narcissistic tendencies. This emperor, the emperor is not always a narcissist or anything like that, but for some reason, that's what my intuition is telling me here with this particular card. So yeah, you are holding on to something although you want to leave. That's one possibility. Or you're struggling to get your fair piece of something that is shared between multiple people. Let's see the other situation here that you're choosing between the two. We have the Hanged Man, wow, the Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay, so here we have a lot of tough work, but a little bit more authority. But we're playing with the king, not with the emperor. And with the hangman, you're waiting for someone to make a move. Things are put on pause, but you don't have the luxury of waiting around for someone or something to happen and to move things in your life, because you're going to lose this other opportunity. And both opportunities have their challenges, I would say. Both paths are challenging in different ways. Here, you're more responsible, you have more authority, but more responsibilities put on your shoulders. And I see less success, and I see more blockages and challenges, and I see more pauses, and I see you will have to learn to share the spotlight with someone in this first situation here, where you're waiting for an answer. Maybe you're waiting for an email, maybe you're waiting to be admitted to something, but here you will be sharing the spotlight. And this the benefit of this path comes with more challenges. You will have to really work hard to earn it, while here it's almost like it's a given. You will get the money, you will get the job, it's a sure thing, and it's very stable. It's just that you won't be the boss of the situation at all, but you will be receiving more abundance. So I'm almost getting that you're wondering, should I pick the path where I have less creative authority, or the path where I have more creative authority, and which one will make me happier? And the path where you have apparently less authority is the path where you will be a lot more abundant. You will end up with a lot more money in your pocket. While the path where you're more of the leader of a project or the situation, whatever it is where you might be abandoned, is the path where you might happen to end up alone at the end of the day. It's almost like here I see that you're trying to create something with someone and you're trying to be equals, but at the end of the day I see you ending up alone, while here you have more of a community. Although I sense some maybe jealous co-workers, maybe that is the feminine motherly figure type of energy I was sensing. Maybe you have like a manager or someone who is on an upper step of the ladder, someone who is above you, one step above you, and they have some sort of control over you, but there is also jealousy here, and struggling to split the tasks between each other and split the money between each other. But nevertheless, here you're going to end up more abundant. And here I see that you will be taken care of, you will have more privileges than in this situation where you have more creative freedom, if you will. Nine of Swords. This is way too stressful because you're doing everything alone. So Spirit is saying that sometimes you have to make a compromise, and the best compromise here is to compromise some of your creative voice and freedom, because there will be other ways in which you can express that, but right now it feels like stability, financial stability, material stability is much more important than your free expression, okay? And Spirit is saying that you have to think about things a little bit more groundedly, if that's even a word, at this time. It's better if you come from a bit more of a pragmatic point of view. Maybe you lack earth in your chart, maybe you have a lot of air, fire, water in major placements. Maybe you lack some Virgo energy, or your Virgo energy is suppressed somehow. Maybe it's in your shadow, maybe you're a Pisces rising and Virgo comes in the 7th house, so it's the shadow expressed from other people. So you hear often that you should do this and you should do that, but no one understands how difficult it is to be structured. But that's what Spirit is saying too. Like, at this time you gotta be a bit more earthy, grounded, pragmatic, practical, and orientated toward safety and stability rather than adventure. Now is not the time for adventure. Pile 1. Ace of Swords. Absolutely. This will take not more time. It will take more time to feel like you have found your voice following the path of safety, but I see that you will conquer much larger territories and planes in the work field than here. This seems like, oh, I'm gonna be granted all the freedom, I'm gonna, I will be dictating my own schedule, I will be choosing my own clients, but this will come with a lot more challenges. Someone is also abandoning this shared project or business if you're collaborating with someone, and at the end of the day, with the Nine of Swords, I feel like you will only feel stressed and you will feel like you made the wrong decision. So I really recommend going into this with the safer choice. And if you know me and if you've watched other readings, you know that that's not always the case. Sometimes you should take the risk, and that's what comes through the cards. I'm saying this because I feel like some of you would think to themselves, yeah, but if I don't take a risk now, then when? But I'm getting that you will have the opportunity to conquer, to be victorious with the Ace of Swords, to speak up your creativity and your voice and your opinions. It's just that it will come later. It will come when you're a bit more refined when it comes to your skill sets, when it comes to your experience. Then you will be able to speak up, and you will speak from a place of confidence rather than this almost feels forced. Right here, on the other side, this almost feels like you're faking the confidence, and you're faking the adventurous spirit, and your body really wants to feel safe right now. So guarantee your body the safety that it needs, because with the Nine of Swords, this talks about stress and anxiety, so your nervous system won't be able to handle taking yet another risk. It's like you're taking a risk on top of a risk, because that's what you hear people tell you. This is where the big money is, take a risk, and this is where you're going to make it big, be brave, etc. But that is not always the case for everyone, and that's not always the best situation. Actually, I'm going to use the astrology cards. We have the 12th house with escape, which is ruled by Pisces. So I'm definitely talking to some Pisces people over here. I feel like I'm talking to Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, maybe even Gemini. Don't take the risk this time, okay? No matter what grandiose story you've heard. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm getting something specific here. Something about a surgery around the throat area. And I'm hearing that it's better that you do it because things will get worse if you don't. Of course, this is not medical advice. You shouldn't listen to this and you should make this decision on your own. Because I'm not a medical expert, I have to say these things as well. So let's say for entertainment purposes only, take the surgery. The earth element stability, yeah, absolutely. This might also have to do something with your body. So really, if you have to choose between two paths when it comes to your health, choose the one where you have the means and the resources and the time and energy to take care of your health, instead of forcing yourself to kind of push through it and ignore the issue and keep going at the same pace that you're going at right now. Spirit is saying you cannot do life so fast anymore. You gotta slow down. Part of fortune, increase. The part of fortune in astrology shows us literally where and how we can make a fortune. So I think that it's been very clear the entire time where you will find money in life, or in this particular at this particular crossroad. It's very clear where you have money, what will bring you money. Take the path that will bring you money, okay? And the fire element with desire. The fire element, the desire, can burn you out. It can light you up, it can inspire you and help you push through, but it can burn you out. You have Saturn at the bottom of the deck. Right now, you're learning some slow-paced lessons, some slow and steady lessons, and if you're very driven by fire, by Mars placements, Jupiter placements, you always like to expand, start new things, etc. That message is definitely for you. Everything that I said so far is definitely for you. With the fire element and the earth element, we have ascension of the body as well. So some of you are going through ascension symptoms, and that's why you need to slow down. Some of you may literally not be able to catch your breath. So slow down and allow spirit to do what it's needed to be done to your body, because I feel like your physical vessel is adjusting to a new reality as well. And once again, you have to choose between a journey or a path where you won't have the time to let yourself adjust, and a path where you will have the time. So if this is about your body and your health, take the slower route, take your time. I'm getting some of you work with the archangels, because suddenly with this card I'm sensing some archangelic energy, but I'm not getting a particular name. I was almost going to say Zadkiel. I'm not sure what he corresponded to, what he ruled over, but I'm getting his name come through. But I'm generally getting archangelic energy, and So regardless of which archangel you work with, this is just a confirmation. If you've been taking some courses, classes, or you've been doing your spiritual work and you've been trying to connect with them, that is just a sign that it's working and they are hearing your prayers, they're hearing your inquiries. I'm also getting Metatron. Some of you are searching for the right information, the right wisdom. If you're testing information, like if you're testing different tools and which one works for you, Spirit is saying you gotta give it time. You cannot run through different techniques and practices like for a day or two and give up because it didn't work. Of course it's not gonna work for if you practice it for a day or two or even 3 days or maybe even a week. It has to, it will take time. It has to take time to work. What should you avoid? What and who should you avoid? Bustard, confidence. With the King of Wands, you should avoid someone that makes you big promises or someone who is confident in something very unknown even to themselves. They don't know what they're talking about and they've never tried this thing, but they're like, we should do it, it will totally work, etc., etc. Avoid this energy. Avoid someone that is bragging about their ideas and they're inviting you to join them into their ideas, but they won't see through on their promises, their ideas, their projects. So don't cling onto this. What energy should you embody at this time? Wisdom. Wow. Tilakine, I am not sure if I'm saying this correctly, but I think this is an Australian animal. I'm not sure. Let me actually check. It should say it in the guidebook. Yeah, so a large percentage of Tasmania's wilderness still exists in its virgin state, completely unspoiled by development or land clearing. Many believe, therefore, that the tilakine, once again, hope I'm saying it correct, endures in secrecy deep within the heart of the Tasmanian forest, protected by both the inaccessibility of its habitat and its elusive nature. This animal represents our desire to seek a deeper reality and a more defined truth. She supports this quest by encouraging us to journey inward to form a relationship with our own thoughts and the natural impulses that instigate our actions. If this animal has crept into your cards today, you are being encouraged to seek out a silent place of solitude. Use this sacred space as a vehicle to better know yourself. Use the sacred silence as a means of deepening your own knowledge and your innate sense of wisdom. Wait until your instincts tell you that the time has come to return to the people, to share your knowledge and hopefully widen the perception of those around you. So take your time with learning. so that when you come back to the outside world, when you come back out of your hermit state, you will be confident. Avoid faking confidence, avoid overly confident people to the point where it's kind of uncomfortable for you, and rely on wisdom, rely on stability. So I think the message here is pretty clear, pile one, and I'm not gonna go any deeper than that. If you feel like this resonated and you want to go deeper on the topic, you can always book an in-depth reading with me, or message me about your situation, and we will see which service fits you the best. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to let me know in the comment section below if this resonated or not. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel if in any case you haven't already, because that helps me a lot. And yeah, thank you, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hi pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So let's see, for those of you who chose the Modern Witch Tarot deck, what paths are open for you, what opportunities and possibilities are in front of you. Let's ask Spirit, pile 2. I'm hearing breadwinners. A lot of you have families to take care of. Some of you might be single mothers or fathers. Single parenting is what I'm getting. And I'm getting something from the ancestors, like just like the ancestors. This is what I'm hearing, just like your ancestors. So maybe you're following your ancestors' destiny, and that path, that crossroad that you're on right now is a very similar one that some of your ancestors faced in their lifetime. So they're with you, trying to help you navigate this. You're not alone. The Hierophant. Through faith, definitely venerate your ancestors. Pray. Show your faith, okay? At this time, the right path is to show your faith. With the Empress, your faith will bring abundance to your life. I also see abundance through marriage or from a divorce, like you're gaining money and some kinds of benefits because of a divorce, because of an old marriage, or because of a new marriage. But overall, your ancestors are saying, we're going to bless you every time you pray to us, every time you venerate us, every time you talk to us. We want to be here for you because we've been through the same situation that you're facing right now. I'm getting a lot of messages around beauty with the Empress, so some of you might have like salons, massage studios, therapy studios. Four of Cups. Your clientele might be a little bit dry at this time, and maybe you no longer have faith in your abilities or in your business, and you wonder if you should walk away or not. Some of you might be getting 2-3 proposals and none of them fit your criteria. Let's get advice from Spirit on that. Justice. But very soon, some of you are stepping into a contract. So for most of you, this is like a marriage coming through, okay? For most of you, this is marriage coming through. And I feel like after many disappointments, you're finally saying enough is enough. This is good enough for me. I can work with this. This relationship is better than what I've seen before. And nothing is ever fully perfect, but I feel like you're coming to terms with, I've rejected enough people, and this offer right here is not even bad. So why would I reject it? So I'm gonna take it. You're judging the situation very objectively is what I'm getting with the Justice card. So you're a little bit emotionally detached even from this potential marriage here. It's more of a logistic choice. I'm not saying you don't have feelings for the person, especially with the Empress. Your heart chakra is open. You want to love, you want to experience, share, and receive love. Yeah, this time it's like you're standing up for yourself. You want to defend your territory. You want to feel more protected as well. So first of all, don't feel guilty if you've rejected many offers, whether it's proposals or just an offer to date someone, an offer to do business with someone. You've rejected them for a reason, and Spirit is saying that all is fair and all is good. You're not going to be punished karmically or anything like that just because you rejected someone or something, because it's fair that you didn't want this thing, okay? It's fair, it's fair. This is what I keep getting. Let's see, what should you avoid, or what is the other situation? Maybe it's even a better choice. Let's see what is the other path for you. What is the other path for you? Of course, I can't not say many of you might have spiritual businesses because the Hierophant, the Empress. What is the other path? What is the other path? What is your other path, your other choice? The Tower. Wow. Okay. And the Lovers. The other path is to separate with someone. The other path is to separate with someone. Oof, and we have the Devil and the Six of Swords. And the other path is very tempting. Promising you something better at the end of this journey, but most likely you won't actually find something better, because with the Devil we have trickster energy. Don't lose a good thing pilots you, okay? Don't lose a good thing chasing something better or constantly on the lookout for something better. Give me some time here, because I also see another thing. I see the potential to collaborate with someone business-wise, and maybe someone is into the beauty aspect of things, the other person is into the spiritual aspect of things, and you can work together beautifully to create something together. And that is one path. And the other is to like separate, maybe two friends, you already have a business together, and maybe it's time to renew a contract and you wonder if you should do it or not. And the other path is abandoning your friend, because you feel like splitting the money is gonna take too much from what you could be earning on your own. But what I'm getting is that there is something about the combination of energy, the alchemy of energy, that will bring abundance here. So this is either a potential dating partner, a potential spouse, or a friend, but this person will bring abundance into your life, so choose them. I see that you're very tempted by the solo path, feeling like you're gonna do a lot of things alone. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's how it's going to pan out. In fact, with the Six of Swords, you might end up having to rely on people you don't want to rely to, because when you had to learn how to rely on someone and trust that someone will take care of you. You didn't want to let go of that ego and that like almost ego-centered type of independence. You couldn't let it go, and then you end up really relying on someone and having no other choice. And your ancestors are saying also, choose this marriage or choose this partner, choose this offer for collaboration. You will be respected by this person and by the other people in your life if you choose this here. Maybe you're afraid of choosing someone who is famous or in the spotlight, because what does that make you, or in what situation does this put you, right? And maybe you wonder if you should walk away, but Spirit is saying don't walk away from a blessing just because you think you cannot handle it. Yep, 9 of Wands. You're not supposed to do this alone. So accept help. Accept the hand that is extended to you, okay? What other opportunities do you have at this time? Pile 2. Healing. You're healing from old relationships. You're healing your ability to trust. And Virgo, I analyze. Virgo rules the 6th house of everyday tasks, everyday work, health, responsibility. You're learning how to share that with another individual without feeling like you're a burden. You're learning how to step into your divine feminine energy. Even if you're a guy, it doesn't matter. You're learning how to work with that magnetic divine feminine energy that attracts people to itself, that attracts blessings, abundance, support, nurturing. Virgo is also about service and taking care of other people. So I think that you should allow yourself to be taken care of at this time. And you should also be willing to take care of someone else, because another reason why you might be tempted to go alone on this journey is because you're afraid what the commitment will what will be expected out of you if commitment takes place between you and another individual. You might be afraid of this, and you might even have like Chiron in the 7th house, in the 4th house, in the 8th. Yeah, these houses are pretty much the relationship houses. And you might be afraid of having to take care of someone else in return, having to be committed to someone else in return. But Spirit is saying that this is a fair exchange, a fair share of skills and resources and energy. Eleventh house, friends. I understand why many of you might think that your friends are enough and you don't need a partner. But this person that is sent to you, it really feels like a blessing. here you are, the Empress. And I'm just noticing all the different people here, like so many different people. These people are the same, I think. But overall, yeah, just so many different people here. Are your friends, most of them, like, are they single? Because you don't have to delay your happiness just to be on the same wavelength with your friends. That's another message that is coming through. About you, the final and most important message is choose the blessing that is being offered to you right now. Don't downplay it. Don't try to think, oh, I'm gonna get better, something better if I wait even more. Choose what is being offered to you right now and choose the relationship that feels like a gift, but you're afraid of receiving it because you're afraid of the consequences after you receive it. Despite the fear, choose this commitment. Do not choose the on and off relationships, the one night stands, the people that don't want to drive to your town, the people that are always playing victims and they don't want to take action towards you. Choose the person that was fighting for you and that reached out even when you were cold or even when you were ghosting them. Because I feel like you're choosing between two relationship statuses that you could potentially have, and one is single ready to mingle and the other is committed and locked down. Okay, and I feel like it's time for your pile to get locked down. Yeah, so that's all I'm getting for you. This is a very short and sweet reading, but the thing is that the cards are going straight to the point, which I didn't expect. So this reading I expected to be much longer, but I guess it isn't. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment what's resonated and what didn't. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to go deeper into the situation, if it resonated so much with you, you can always book an in-depth reading or some other type of services with me, communicating your situation so we can dive deeper into it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Oh, something I forgot to mention in the end of pile 1 is that right now I have a discount on my services going on, so if you've wanted a reading for a while, now might be a great time to book one. I have a bit more availability, so I decided that a discount around Valentine's Day is gonna be a cute little thing to do, so I did it. You'll find the code on my Instagram page, or if you go to my Ko-fi page, it will be right above my services tab. So when you click on the services tab, you are supposed to see the discount code. And yeah, that's it, pile 2. I hope I'll see you in my next video as well. Until then, bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So let's see what paths and opportunities lay ahead of you. What can you choose between? What is the right choice? Let's see. So this is the Voyager or Voyage Tarot. I think whichever title you type, you will find this tarot deck. Okay, let's see. What paths lay ahead of you? Pile 3. Oh, you want to come out? The Man of Cups. This must be the King of Cups. There is someone you love very much, and there is someone also on the other side that I sense here. It's like you're choosing whether to forgive someone or not. And the Three of Cups. Maybe after they cheated. The Three of Cups usually I take as cheating, although it's about celebration, friendships. Yeah, one path has to do with the decision, should I forgive this person for cheating or not? And if you forgive him, this is what you will get. Let's see, what will you get? Or her, sorry. If you forgive him or her. It's just that I had an example in real life, from real life in my head, and that's why I said him. Woman of Wands. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, which is literally in tarot sometimes called the other woman. So maybe I'm on point. Maybe it's a him who cheated. Six of Crystals or Six of Pentacles. And Eight of Wands. Censored, confusion, and harmony. Interesting. Okay, if you forgive this person, you are going on a spiritual journey is what I'm getting. Now, forgiving someone doesn't mean getting back together with them. Just saying. So if you choose to forgive this person, I see you going on a spiritual journey, exploring your gifts, your abilities. I see you working on some, I don't know how this is connected, but there is an investment here, and also something about charity. It could be charity to animals, it could be charity to children, to homeless people. But I see you doing charity or communicating with lots of people who need charity after forgiving or choosing to forgive this individual. For some of you, this is also about grief and accepting the loss of someone and choosing to be inspired by this loss to do better things than to succumb to it and be sucked by it into a black hole, okay? So overall, if you choose forgiveness and if you choose to be inspired by it or be inspired by grief, I see you moving the energy around, the energy of a very stagnant and very heavy situation, something very emotionally heavy. I see you moving it around and working through it. What is the other path? I see you learning new languages, applying to new jobs, or making more money through forgiveness. The other path, we have the Four of Worlds. Oh, so this is the Six of Swords. Well, this is even better because it talks about moving on. So here we actually have a Four of Pentacles. Commencement, Four of Pentacles. Yep, something, laying the groundwork for something here. And Seven of Cups, fear. If you choose not to forgive and if you choose to avoid something, you will lay a foundation found in, okay, this doesn't sound good. This is not a great sentence, but you will lay a first level of stability found in fear, found in delusions, found in toxic desires. It's almost like here I'm sensing a sense of oh my god. Okay, my linguistic skills are not great right now, and I don't know why, but I feel anger and revenge come through these cards for some reason, because Maybe because the Seven of Cups corresponds to Venus and Scorpio, and Scorpios are very revengeful creatures. Maybe it's because the Seven of Cups usually depicts 7 cups, and from most of them you have these nasty things coming out. Some of them have bouquets, but some of them have like snakes and dragons and ghosts and crosses. So I feel like if you choose not to forgive, if you choose not to process these emotions that you need to process, you will start building something on a very fearful, very stressed, very unhealthy foundation. Do not date someone for revenge or for making someone else jealous. Don't do that, pile 3. And don't work through your grief through work, okay? Don't move through your grief by burning yourself out working. Because here I see divine inspiration, almost this higher inspiration that leads you into charity, doing things for people, taking care of people, meeting people who are in different kinds of needs. And here I see you more so overworking yourself with the Four of Pentacles, saving every penny, and doing it to have some kind of revenge. But Spirit is saying that this is completely useless. Excuse me, I yawned. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Okay. And the Page of Swords. This is either a page or a knight. It says a Sage of Crystals. And I hate these titles on tarot cards. Woman, sages, mages, everything different from the traditional names is just unnecessary, but it's my humble opinion. Maybe I'm someone that sticks to tradition, I don't know. You have Eight of Swords with the Sage of Swords, okay. Eight of Swords is about self-concealment. You hold yourself hostage in anxiety, fear, self-sabotage, and you know this. You already know that not processing emotions, not forgiving, not surrendering holds you hostage to your own negative emotions. Like, you don't hold hostage the person that hurt you or the situation that brought these negative feelings onto you. No, you only harm yourself by fighting against the feelings, by trying to win against them, trying to slay them as if they're some kind of monster. Here we have more of a scholarly path. So I'm getting another message. This is about choosing what you love versus choosing what you're taught to do by parents. That's another message here. And maybe those of you who had to hear it maybe already left this reading because the first message just didn't resonate, so you thought that's not my vibe, that's not my pile. But what I'm getting here is, yeah, some of you are thinking, should I leave school or should I stay here? Should I sign up for another major? You should absolutely sign up for another major, okay? You should absolutely change schools and go to the school that you love. You should absolutely follow your heart, pile 3, because there is so much divine orchestration behind following your heart. You have no idea. And there will be so much stagnation by not following your heart. You have no idea. Some of you are gonna get a gift, a watch, or a compass. I don't know why I'm seeing a watch, but I'm also seeing a compass. Or it might be a very interesting watch where you have like a little compass inside. Maybe it's a very fancy watch with extra settings to it. Oh, okay. I'm getting some of you are receiving a gift that leaves a bitter sweet taste in your mouth, because this gift is rewarding behavior that you don't want to portray. This gift is rewarding behavior that has been installed in you rather than you've been actively deciding to follow through it. So this behavior is like, oh, you passed your exams just like your parents wanted to. Here is your gift. Here is the reward. And I feel like it's gonna leave a very bittersweet taste. And I feel like the gift itself will be kind of humorous and symbolic, as if the universe is telling you, I know exactly what you're feeling on the inside. I know exactly what your heart desires. Why aren't you following your heart? Some of you signed up for a scientific major and now you want to go into arts, or vice versa. Some of you signed up for arts and now you want to go into science. Or I'm getting something about signing up for a religious major and wanting to go into science specifically, or vice versa. So not so much art versus science, I'm getting religion versus science. And some of you have had an awakening, and that awakening, spiritual awakening, is not always, oh, I became very religious or spiritual all of a sudden. A soul awakening can lead you into exploring a scientific field. You've always been religious, but your soul is like, no, I want to explore science in this lifetime. This is what I want to do. So the spiritual awakening doesn't always necessarily look like going on a very spiritual / religious journey. It can look like that. For many of us it does, because that's why it's called a spiritual awakening. But awakening to your soul and spirit is a little different than awakening to spirituality itself, because it's the most spiritual thing that you can do, to follow your heart. And what if heart takes you away from a certain kind of religion or something like this? So I see that you should be following your heart right now, and it doesn't matter what other people expect out of you. Strength card. Pile 3. I am a Scorpio stellium and a Pluto in the first house, so I believe in being a warrior and battling through life. Although I don't want to subscribe to this, it's in my DNA, okay? I believe in that stuff. But what I'm getting here with you is your soul doesn't believe in fighting other people's battles, fighting to be what people expect out of you, and having to struggle through life. Your soul does not believe this. Your soul believes in harmony, equal support, being there for each other. It believes in community. It believes in soulful experiences. It believes in supporting and helping the community in whichever way you can. It doesn't believe in battling through life, okay? You might be the Pluto in Pluto in Libra generation. You might have Pluto, Venus, Pluto, Moon aspects. You might have Saturn, Venus, Saturn, Moon aspects. So you've seen results working hard for things and fighting for things, but have you ever tried surrendering, and what happens then? If you haven't tried it, how do you know that you're not gonna get the same results, or that you're not gonna get the same results when you surrender and you go with the flow. The results will be different, but you don't know if they're gonna be better or not. Pisces, I believe. Listen, pile 1, pile 3, you're the exact opposite to pile 1. This may sound a little strange, but there is this crystalline consciousness, much higher consciousness awakening within you, and it's pushing you in a new direction. It's pushing you toward new people, new relationships. It's pushing you toward a whole new set of behaviors. This type of awakening, it's like, for those of you who work with the Ascended Masters, I feel like Jesus and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and all of the Christian-based figures from Christian myths are working with you heavily right now. And nope, if you're wondering, I'm not Christian. But I respect these figures and I respect the teachings because I find truth in everything. So I think that you're working with them and they're working with you, and they really, really, really want you to follow through with your heart. There is beautiful energy blossoming inside your heart. Let the world see it, let it shine through you, okay? I don't even want to pull any more cards. As I told pile 2, these readings turned out to be very straightforward and much shorter, so I really hope you resonated with this message and it helps you. Let me know in the comment section below, and make sure to like the reading if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel in order to not miss any other videos, and also just to support my work. That really tremendously helps me. And thank you again so much for staying until the end. If you wish to dive deeper into this topic, into this reading, you can always book a personal reading with me. In fact, I have a discount code going on right now until the 21st, I think including the 21st. It's for Valentine's Day, so it's 14% discount because February the 14th, Valentine's Day, this is where I got the inspiration from. It's a little token of love from me to you guys. So yeah, I hope I will see you there, and I hope I'll see you in my next reading as well. So until then, bye, much love.